What's going on, you guys? This is Jake here, and this is his 992.1 GT3 with a 6-speed manual transmission. He's kind enough to give me a few laps in it out here at Thunderhill West. We're gonna see what it can do. I've actually never driven a Porsche GT car on track ever. I'm very, very excited. Tell me about this car. What's the overall spec in terms of the performance options and things?
Yeah, so this is the 992.1, so it's a 2022, and it just has the steel brakes, but I did upgrade the pads, so they're good track pads. I have the carbon buckets, which really helps hold you in place, big time. 6-speed manual for all the fun. And just a few nice upgrades so you don't scrape over speed bumps, the nose lift, and nice leather dash, a few things like that.
Love the color, San Marino blue.
Yeah, this is called San Marino. It's a paint to sample color. There's only a couple in the country, I think, and it definitely is the first thing people notice.
It's a BMW color, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take it on track and see how it does.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'd be happy if just a bit. Car doesn't buff it as much. Cool. It's really bad with the buffeting otherwise.
And is it cool if I drive in the same setting you had earlier?
Yep. Do you want auto blipping or?
I'll do my own blipping.
Okay.
So we got a 4-liter flat 6, 500 and
500 even, or 502 I guess.
Car weighs what, 3,200?
About that. Yeah, I think with the manual 3,200, just about even. I think torque's 339.
339. That sounds right.
339. I forget which one.
Is it an ELSD or a mechanical LSD?
Mechanical in the manual.
Okay.
Does have 4-wheel steering.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and that you feel a lot in the tighter corners.
And we're on a Goodyear Super Sport R, right?
Yeah, it's the F1 Super Sport R, which is kind of like a Pilot Sport Cup 2.
Let's do it.
Nice driving, man.
Thank you. This car is so damn good.
Isn't it good?
I love the manual gearbox. It's really satisfying.
Yeah, it's a really nice manual. It's a really nice clutch. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Is quite a package.
And you know, when you were driving and I was riding shotgun, I was like, man, these gear ratios are really long. But when I drive it, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the damn thing revs to 9.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have so much, you know, so many revs to work with.
It is making power, really good power from 5.
Yeah, like it's 4,000 RPMs of like actual usable power.
Yeah.
It's not like an S2000 motor where, yeah, it'll rev to 9, but you let it drop below 6 and it's like you're crawling.
Yeah, lights off.
Yeah.
You were really figuring out the handling very nicely in terms of using the rear, but not necessarily thinking you could quite drive it like a front driver.
Right.
So it was very nice adaptation to the car itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never driven in my own car going that fast, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so well done.
Thank you. You know, one thing I really like about this, which was surprising even on the first lap, when you first turn into a corner, the rear wants to come out. It's like subtle, but pretty noticeable.
Uh-huh.
And it makes the car extra pointy because you can use the rear of the car to point the front where you want it to go.
Yep. Yep.
And if you can really master that weight transfer around every corner consistently, I bet you can fly in this car.
Yeah.
But it's not a very easy thing to do.
It's involved, yeah. And as much as they say that the new generations are so easy to drive, they're easy to drive fast. They're the last 10th though, you gotta be on your game.
That's a good way to describe it. Like you can bring it up to 9/10 and be like, oh yeah, this is easy. But to get that last 10%, you have to know what you're doing.
Yep. One thing I noticed even when I'm driving, but it was really apparent when you were driving, is like coming out of the Dorito and going back to throttle, it just has got so much immediate power.
Oh yeah.
It's like running, you know, 7,000 RPM and just all the horsepower is right there.
And I'm just leaving it in 3rd gear for that section.
Yep.
Good stuff. Thank you, man.
Yeah, sure
I really
thing.
Appreciate it.
Good driving.
If there's only one thing that I would say I wish this car was a little bit better at, it would be the steering feel.
Yeah.
Like it's very precise, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a little bit numb. Like you have a 997.2 GT3. Tell me that steering isn't like just full of every little texture on the road and every little pebble, whereas this one's a little bit numb, right?
Agreed. Yeah, this doesn't have the same steering feel. It's a quicker steering rack, much lighter, and precision wise it's more precise actually with the double wishbones up front.
Right.
But the 997 for feel, it's like wearing, I like to equate it to putting on a perfectly contoured brand new glove versus your old worn glove that just contours to your hand. That's a good way to
sum it up.
Yeah.
If this had the same level of steering feedback as a 997, I think it would be even easier, I should say, to drive hard because you can just feel the front end a little bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, like, you kind of, there's something in the back of my head that's like, if I turn into this corner a little too hard, I might not feel it through the wheel, but I might just overcook it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, you start to get the trust. There's other sensors that you're using to determine the limit.
Right. Less through my fingertips, but more just through the actual chassis and the seat itself.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh man, this is phenomenal. Thank you again.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah. 992 GT3, my first GT car on track. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Now if I drive anything lesser than this, it'll be, I should say it set the bar really high. Yeah.
You should drive, see if Dad will let you take his GT4. I drove these back to back, and that one's got electric power steering, but still it's heavier and like a little bit more like the hydraulic, but a lot more heavy.
Yeah.
But the mid-engine thing is very beautiful, very natural. The way it wants to automatically go onto yaw whenever you lift just a little bit.
Right.
So
yeah. Cool, man.
Cool.
All right. See you guys next time.